Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have the Kickstarter version of Perdition's Mouth, Abyssal Rift Revised Edition from Dragon Dawn Productions. And let me tell you something right now. This is one heavy box chock full of goodness. It says here components. Again, it's all in a different language up top. Let me try to get this box up. It is huge and heavy. The time for hope is over. Will you dare the abyss of perdition? The dark, unforgiving path through perdition leads to the abyssal rift, where the secretive cult of change is summoning a long-dormant demon. Should they succeed, the demon aims to end the reign of men. The way the rondel worked, the unique feel of each hero, and the gritty horror fantasy theme all appealed to me, as there was nothing else like it on the market. I think this is a real winner. Kevin Wilson. Again, this is brought to you by Dragon Dawn Productions. For more information, go to info@dtpgames.com. They are located in Finland. So as always, let us, so this game is for 1 to 6 players. Takes 1 to 2 hours to play per each scenario. And it's for ages 12 plus. So as always, let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have inside the box. This box, listen. That is one heavy, heavy duty box. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. And there is a lot of stuff in this box. So we'll pull this to the side. All right, so let's start off with the rule book. It is the revised edition. Love the artwork. Another dungeon crawl adventure. Components, figures, references, cards, tokens, scenario tokens, all kinds of stuff. Then we have a table of contents and notes on how to use the rulebook. Into the Abyss, the setup, choosing a scenario. You do the campaign or the one-shot. You pick the map. You read the scenario text. Set up the map. You're looking for insectoids and cultists. Doors and poltercultists. Set up examples. Choosing your first scenario. You need your enemy setup and your regular tokens and figures, what you're going to need. Your setup pools. You need your primary spawn pool, secondary spawn pool, reserve pool, dead enemy pool, and the demon. Choose heroes. You have a hero sheet, a hero figure, 1 hero marker, 1 hero peg, and hero cards. Prepare the Stone of Destiny. Prepare the enemy watchstone. And your setups and all that. Prepare the response deck. Final setup. Achieving victory, standard or hard rules. Playing a campaign. Here's an overview of the hero sheet. The symbol, the type, the starting hand size and hand, hero abilities, active slots, and backpack slot. Hit point meter and attributes. Then we're going to talk about the response deck, hero and enemy response cards, the eye, response summary, range and adjacent squares, hero cards, numeric cards, adjacent summary, card abilities, reaction cards, aid, penalties beyond card abilities, resting heroes cannot aid, golden rules. Movement cannot be diagonal, but attacks can be diagonal. Round all decimals down. Ties and are failures. Game text overrides the rules. Wound cards. Place heal wounds in the wounds deck discard pile. Wounds cannot boost an area effect. Infestations. You have the round. Hero phase. Enemy phase. Each enemy figure acts once per spoke. Enemy acting order, enemy phase examples. Then we have the Stone of Destiny. 8 actions: move, special, attack, sprint, defend, charge, rest, aim shot, bash. And then it gives you an explanation of what an aim shot is, what bash is. Hero movement, entering and exiting the map, threatening squares. Movement related actions, open or close a door. Pull a lever in range 1, give a treasure to another hero, loot a dead hero in range 1. Pick a lot. lock, teleporting. Then all kinds of terrain, uneven, rubble, concealment, water, obstruction, walls, portcullis, slit, trapdoor, out of bounds, penalties, failure events, end movement, end turn, and block movements. Miscellaneous, line of sight, pushing, resolving attacks, attack summaries, heroes attack, hero card boost, aid cards from other heroes, attack spoke, trade 2 for 1. Attacking inside nests, area effect attacks, area attacks, cone attacks, breaking locks, fatigue, enemy spawning, check threat meter, pick monsters and spawn pools, choose spawn points and place enemies. Chilean special spawn, the terror, enemy movement, movement priority, teleporting, ranged enemy attacks, alarms, large enemy movement, trampling, pheromones, attack priority, resolving attacks, damage and wounds, poisons, double attack, death. The enemy, we have cultists, we have insectoids, we have the demon itself, we have treasure, all kinds of treasures, using equipment and treasures. Treasure clarifications, treasure tidbits. We have victims, moving victims, killing victims, victim cards, end of the scenario, variants, harder variants, adventure variants, resurrection, 2-player games, solo games. And then we have at the end a bunch of examples of how to play the game, which is always very good. So we've got basically, and also a photo of all the figures that are included. We have Journey to Designer's Mind and the credits of all the great people who brought you this game. Again, this is the 2nd edition of this game. And we have curse cards, facing, wound keywords, scenario packs. All the good stuff that we got here. Frequently asked questions. And in the back is your summary sheet. So that is your rule book. Again, this is Perdition's Mouth, Abyssal Rift. Now, we have a bazillion, and when I say a bazillion, we have lots of figures, we have lots of cards, we have lots of tokens. So, and we have scenario sheets. We have the Stone of Destiny. We have all this stuff. So the first thing we're going to take a look at, we have here are our spawn, attack, move, attack, spawn, move, attack, spawn. Keeping track of where you're at. Thing on the back. The tracker tells you exactly 2, 7, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 1. We'll start for 1 here. There it is right there. That's one of them, one of the dials. And then we have moving the stones around. Bash, aim shot, move, special. Again, all these icons are explained in the core rulebook. Attack, sprint, defend, charge, rest, no aiding allowed, aim shot, bash, and back to move again. And you got special, and attack again, sprint. So there it is. Nothing on the back, everything on the front. Where the stones go is right in here. There you go. Cool wheels. Okay, I think then we're gonna do also, there's a lot of stuff in here. So, yeah, let's do these first. So we have a lot of them. We'll pull these to the side for a second and we'll put them back down. We have game boards. Now the game boards are very, very cool, very awesome. It's actually the one thing that really, I bought this in the aftermarket, so I gotta be honest with you, this is really what attracted me to this game, were the cool exceptionally cool boards that are included here, and there's a ton of them, which is really, really pretty awesome. So here's the bottom part of it. And these are really, really beautiful. Really, really, really well done. The colors just pop on these. Again, this is the entrance. So this is your first scenario. When you first enter. The abyss. So there it is on the table. So that's level 1. Flip it over, you got level 2. Rebel room. Really, really awesome looking. Really, really fine details in there. Really cool stuff. So there's your boards 1 and 2. Then we're going to have to look at boards. Again, in this game, a bunch of maps. This is the pet laboratory. Again, starting at the bottom. Going deeper and deeper into the madness, which is super cool. Flipping this over. The pet laboratory. I would think that's all impassable terrain, but not quite sure if you can crawl over that or not. Blood everywhere. Then we have the summoner's lair. Again, start at the bottom. It's in the top. That's the center point. Going up to the top. So more and more cool stuff. So that's 2 more boards. So that's boards 3 and 4. Then, which leads us to level 5. The level 5 is called the Small Nest. And leading to the top again. Beautiful. And then we go from the small nest, we go to part 6, which is the sacrificial chamber. Again, very, very cool layouts. Very well designed. Beautiful artwork. The colors really, really pop on it. Really fantastic. So again, they lay down flat. Just right now they're not, because I have them all piled on top of each other. So that's number 6 and 5 and 6. Then we have 7, which is the guard chamber. Really, really awesome. I can show you this side here. Again, to me, the main reason I picked up this game was because of all the boards. And whether I never play a minute on this game, the reality is these boards will definitely have use. Because again, when you create your own games like I do, the more boards you have, the better your ventures will be. And this is 9, the Abyssal Rift, which I don't quite understand why it's on the back of 7, because there's an 8th board also. So maybe 8th board has 2 different levels, I'm not sure. But you got that big gaping mouth in the middle, which is pretty awesome. I think pick it up a little bit here so you can see it. But there you go, that is the 9th level. There you go. How badass is that one? That's really, really cool. And then you have level 8. Let's see if 8 has 2 sections or just 1. And then there's an A. Okay, so let's go back this direction. So again, we'll just look at it from this perspective here. This is the bottom part. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. Absolutely stunning. We'll flip it over. Again, this is level 8. Look at that detail on that. Just badass. There's nothing else to say about it. Again, to me, these boards are worth the price of admission right off the bat. Just right off the bat. And here we have A, which is the lavatory. Again, show it to you the best I can with what I got. absolutely stellar. Statue there in the corner. Lots of great artwork here. And there it is. And that's all of the boards. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically you have 10 boards here. I don't know any other game that gives you that much content right off the bat. Okay, and then you got the rule book, and you got the wheels. Put the wheels up top there. All right, so now we can start looking at some other things here. Because we got all kinds of stuff in this game. All kinds of stuff. Let's move on to something else here. We got some scenario sheets. Now, when you talk about a high-end amount of information, you have 20 plus scenarios here. So let's take a look at this. 20 plus scenarios at the edge of survival. Will you find the means to keep your heroes alive and kill the demon? So if you look at it, here has the map of how everything goes. So you've got the entrance, you've got the lavatory, you have the witch's grotto, you have the rubble room, the summoner's lair, the pet laboratory, the sacrificial chamber, the small nest, the guard chamber, you have the abyssal rift, and the inner sanctum, and then you have the exit. Again, this was released in 2016 through 2018 Dragon Dawn Productions. Even if only one of the heroes need to survive after demon vanquishing, it is with one is nigh to impossible. Remember to try various hero combinations before every scenario, considering which of the remaining heroes would serve you best. Choose carefully. The order in which you play the different campaigns will influence which scenarios will be available later. First scenario 1A of campaign is an introduction, but don't get comfortable as the remaining scenarios will be harder. Will you find the means to keep your heroes alive? Well said. Stickers have already been put on, so we'll put those right here. Again, I bought this in the aftermarket, and here you go. Heroes that you have, dead, wounds, victims, position on threat meter, treasures gathered, victims not rescued, acolytes escaped and nest destroyed, Wermandalis shards used, total of heroes died, total threat modifier. There you have it. And you got a bunch of these things. There you go. Front and back you can use. All right, that's cool. And then you have, which we're not going to read all of these, but like I said, lots and lots of stuff in here. So why don't we start here? You can start with our character and villain cards. Your player boards. Olzabal. Oh, different languages. So flip them over this way. You got your cultist, standard. You have your acolyte, guard, summoner, dread monk, demon. Tells you their movement, all the stuff in here. Standard cultist. There you go. Then insectoids. Oh, your cultists on one side and then on the other side. Yep. So you have the easy or the standard level of difficulty, then you have your hard. So you choose which side you want to play on. Standard is always recommended for the first time playing the game. Again, so you see the numbers go up 2, 1, 1, 1, 1 across the board. Then you got 3, 1, 1 across the board. Here, down here, you're gonna have 4, 1, 2, 5, 6, 5, 4, 1, 3, 5, 6, 5. So trample, double attack. It gets a lot harder, as you could tell. So there it is. There's your cultist standard. Your insectoids standard. Your Rotica, bone worm, Chaline, Tharnix, and you have your nest. And here they are. Again, as they get the hard version, put those up here. This is key for all of your symbols: attack, defend, action point, double attack, move, reaction, melee, special, area of effect, range, rest, any action, range, hero card, hand, hit points, wound, infestation, magus, priest, warrior, permanent, temporary, consumable, treasure value, blessed, death of a hero, victim, acolyte, exit, response, insectoid, reserve pool, eye, cultist, primary spawn, fatigue, dwarf, secondary spawn, burning, Sidhi, dead enemy pool, flammable, special number. And that's in a different language. Here lies the adventurer who didn't learn his markers. Open door, closed door, door locator, door location, open portcullis, closed portcullis, portcullis location, rubble, treasure, primary spawn pool, lever, victim exit, secondary spawn pool, stone wall, weakest hero, reserve pool, fog, enemy wound, dead enemy pool. Again, different language. So let's look over here too. I've got this one. So you have your adventurers, cultists. Again, adventurer, the acolyte, guard, summoner, dread monk, and the demon. Flip that over again. Adventurer. This might be the easiest level of the adventurer. Rodica, bone worm, Chalene, Tharnix, and Nest. Right here again. And here goes the letter to the backers. Probably should have read this first, but we'll look at this right now real quick. You are now a proud owner of Perdition's Mouth Revised Edition, and as you can see, the quality of the printed components is excellent and the miniatures are highly detailed. We have slightly modified our choice of material for the miniatures, providing a minutely softer PVC than PMAR First Edition to ensure that the miniatures are less prone to breakage. As a trade-off, this also means that they bend far more easily if the minis are exposed to temperatures of over 45 degrees Celsius. Fortunately, the method for straightening the image is quick and simple, and it explains to you how to do that. This works because the PVC has a memory of its original molded form and will return to that state whenever possible. We hope you agree that the bent figure is better than a broken one, and we think that the possible extra effort to unbend your miniatures is minor. We recognize that this is an unexpected source of frustration, however, and not something you expected to have to do. Accordingly, we would like to demonstrate our appreciation of your patience by adding an extra summoner and an extra bone worm to your box for free. We will also create a video instruction for this procedure, and by the time you read this, it will be posted on perditionsmouth.com and Board Game BGG in Brussels, 24th August 2018. Dragon Dawn, there it is. And all right, thanks. Trading. Whenever you complete a campaign of linked scenarios, you may sell treasures. Treasures are worth half the value shown. The total time. All right, there's your trading right there. All right, different languages. Then again, we have Bastian, the human. Distraught, hard. Whenever a hero is in your line of sight, is killed, you gain 1. Cleave. Then it tells you his different special attacks, all that good stuff. Again, all of the icons are explained in the rulebook and on that sheet that I showed you before. Then you have Elisa the elf. She's a diva, hard, blink, and all of her special, those are her special abilities, and those are her scores. Again, backside, different language. Raven the elf, poison resistance. Enemies cannot give you something. You can still gain from hero abilities. Whisper to the dark gods. And her abilities, she has 3 wounds. All of them seem to have 3 wounds. Then we got Nifil, the human, glass eye, catnap. He has 3 wounds also. Then you have Sima, a halfling, amulet of true god, banish, are his special abilities, and there you go. Tyra, a human, no aiding, berserk rage she has. There you go. And then you have Ola Zabal, dwarf. He's practical, healing apparatus, and the skill set. There it is. So that's some more stuff that's included in this box. It's the box of never-ending items. And then here we are. 32 different scenarios. And they all have different rules. So I'm not going to read all of them, but I'm going to start off on the introduction one. So as you can tell, lots and lots and lots and lots of information here. Okay, so here we go. Number 1, AR, side entrance standard, start AR campaign. And this gives you information here about what's going on. Note the scenario is designed as a way to introduce the basic mechanics to new players as the game flows. Still much more to discover and master in a game. Rule reminders, special and hard rules. Side entrance you're going in through. So that's number 1. So that's that. Start the AR campaign through the main entrance standard. And tells you a little background information again. In the back it tells you rules, reminders, specials, and hard rules. The setup, what you're going to need, what map you're going to need, type of villains you're going to face. Same thing on every. So every card is set up exactly the same. So that's through the main entrance. Then we got crawling in. Then we got the rubble room, has the background story and then goes into it. What you need on the back. Anvil and hammer. Catch Me If You Can. Hammer and Anvil, that's a Judas Priest song. Pet Laboratory. Again, up top it also tells you it's hard. From many to many. Oh, from maw to maw. Sorry about that. Standard, beginner standalone scenario. Summoner's Bedroom. Hard. Summoner's Lair, standard. Summoner Challenge, advanced standalone scenario. Small Nest. Through the Corpses. Highway to Nest. Learn Your Limits. That's a tutorial session. Moderate standalone scenario. Know Your Enemies, advanced standalone scenario. Standard. Again, the icons up top there are explained in the rulebook. Sacrificial Chamber. Sacrifices. Hard. Factory. Guard Chamber. Sneaking Under Their Noses. Hard again. Singled Out Scout. It's a standard, moderately hard standalone scenario. The Temple of the Cult. Hard. Final Countdown. Harder. Two Fronts. Harder. Infecting the Victims. Standard. Cannibal Ferox, standard. A Thief's Art, standard. This scenario is designed for playing with Nephil and up to one other hero. If playing a campaign, this can be played before Inner Sanctum. Inner Sanctum, very hard. Down here, setup. Wow. Everything that you're going to need to fight. Everything you're going to need to fight. The rules. So for every single match that you're going to take on, or every scenario you're going to take on, there's a set of rules that change. The Blitz, it's hard. Again, special rules, the setup of what you're going to need, and all the other good stuff. Let the Sleeping Dogs Lie, and that's a standard one. And your last one, easy. Infested, special rules. All guards in this scenario only move one space and have only one if they are killed wound. If they are killed, they are immediately replaced with a bone worm in the same space. The guard lying down will stand up during the first enemy move action instead of moving. There you have it. That's the special rule, so that's actually the front of it. Okay. It says recommended for play with adventure stats for an easier game. You'll need the extra guard miniatures provided in the Hideout expansion. If you do not have this expansion, then use substitute figures. And I do not have that expansion. So there you go. 32 different scenarios. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. Continuing to roll on, as they say. Cards. Curse of Gluttony. Lame Hex. Blurred Vision Jinx. Carelessness Jinx. Shiny Troubles. Bedbug's Lullaby. Play when resting instead of replenishing cards. You receive one. Again, all these icons that you see on all the cards. Here. All those icons are explained to you in the rule set. And all of them have a little saying on the bottom. So let's read them. Curse of Gluttony. Draw one when you take a action. The number indicates the maximum number of cards you can draw. Normal hand size maximum applies. Are you going to finish that? No? Okay, pass it over here. It says curse 1, so these are your curse cards. So that's one set of cards. Some more cards here. Did you find anything missing? Have feedback? Do let us know. It's nice that they put that in there, though. Some changes. Instruct for upgrade pack stickers. Game designer card. Tears to Many Mothers, award-winning history card game. Hacking some other stuff that they came up with. Mindscape Publishing. Again, more stuff that they're hacking. I should say hacking. Drawing. There you go. And the story continues. Perdition's Mouth, Soul Spire. Don't know if it ever came out. Not quite sure. If you know anything about it, do me a favor. Write something in the comments. Let me know. If you know more about this game. If you ever played the game, let me know. Then we have some more cards here. Got a ton of cards in this game. Again, all the backs are the same. So let's take a look here. V1, V cards, not sure. +6. V2, V3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Not sure what the V stands for. Victory conditions? Not sure. Again, gotta look in the rulebook and figure it all out. More cards. All the same. Down here says W1. They're all W's, so I'm not sure what the W stands for, but you got extras, promos, all that stuff in here too. So, vasectomy, bleeding, calf wound, so these are wound cards, blisters, brain injury, broken nose, smashed tendons, chest wound, concussion, cracked skull, snapped knee, crushed foot, dental injury, eye wound, neck injury, gaping wound, infested wound, pulped hand, amputation, missing digit, infested wound, nausea, nightmares, numbered hand, kill forth gloom, infested wound, infested wound, infested wound, infested wound, severed artery, gain 1 that. A nicked carotid artery is a sure way of slowing anyone down. Sliced belly, bloody, painful, and very hard to cope with, but probably not fatal. Sprained ankle, punctured lung, infested wound, infestation. If you ever have 2 infestation cards in your hand, you immediately die and an enemy spawns in your square. Pale face, high temperature, and coughing, nothing to worry about. It's probably just flu. Unclean wound, hallucination, phobia, weakness. While this card is in your hand, number 1, -1 backpack slot. Yes, I will let you carry this for me, but if you call me old again, you'll regret it. So these are different wound cards that can, when you get hit, there is a definite things that can happen to you. Negative consequences for getting wounded. All right, now these cards here are a different color, so we're going to take a look at these next. So that's 3 decks of cards so far. All right, and these are green. Okay, look cool. And these say down here, RET90. Okay, so nothing, gain nothing. Fireball trap, bear trap, Rotica trap, poison trap, so obviously these are traps. Potion of maggots, codex, warp stone, treasures, scroll of doom, poisoned arrow, maybe traps, Masho dagger, strong healing potion, gloves of transmutation, a dusty vial, golden worm suit, scepter of power, Lorica squamata, a keg of dark beer, potion of haste, rod of banishing, shadow cloak of Gerka, temple guard plate, resurrecting crystals. You gain 1 life. Resurrect a dead hero in 1 move to 1 heart. Place that hero's marker in the rest spoke. You cannot reuse this item if the rest spoke is filled. Okay, Mercurian boots, hammer of Shalgroth, amulet of cleansing, ring of regeneration, amulet of the true god, Wormandalus shard, another one of those, nugget of purest green, and golden statue of Machias. So these are obviously loot cards. And just when you thought we didn't have any more cards, more cards. And we have, these are for the wheels. These are for each of the character. So when you have using something here, you want to put these markers on your board. All the characters, it tells you where they're at. So if they're sprinting, it leads you to know where they are, and then they pop right out. They should pop right out. And they pop right out. So like I said, you got a bunch of those in there for each character that you use. Keeps track of what they're doing on the round. This way, you keep record of that. So that's in there. Next piece with that. And then we have all these cards here. Attack, resolution, so special terrain, uneven, rubble, water, obstruction, concealment, treasure, passable terrain, flammable, and burning. So if you look down here, like that one has the X, has that symbol, has that symbol, has this one, has this one. So that means this is uneven right there, uneven right there. The I means Not sure what the I means. Maybe you could search for something there. The X stands for impassable terrain. The triangle means rubble. So that's that card that explains all the special terrain. Soft spot. Aid a victim to add a token to this card. Why, oh, why am I doing this again? And over here it says deadly poison. If you manage to cause a wound on this round, the same enemy will suffer another wound on your next turn automatically. Pleasure through pain. You get the pain, I get the pleasure. All right, so you got all these cards here. So flip these over. Drugs, stimulants. Right, so these are for each of the different characters. These are the decks for each character. Right, so we look at that real quick. I'm not sure which character gets what, but whoever gets the black stone so gets that matching stone in here. You just have to find it. There it is. See it? So this is their deck that they use. So you got drugs, stimulant, garrote, blood sacrifice, friendly fire, cleaning the slate, vanish, heart strike, guilty by proxy, paralyzing poison, murderous intent, hide and seek, silent rush, and vile curse. Then you've got the green person who has that green symbol. Parkour, thieves' tools, diligence, sleight of hand, duck and roll, agility, find weakness, deadly blow, mighty leap, picklock, stealth, poison dagger, backstab. Next one is Killer Instinct. Again, that's the icon for that character. Killer Instinct, dreams of fallen foes, spit in death's eye, strength, ambidextrous, burst of energy, honed reflexes, iron will, battle tactics, heavy training, veteran soldier, quick strike, and shield wall. Then the next group. Next character. Smiting Fist, Gray Touch, Focus, Helping Hand, Ghostly Helper, Lava Spray, Barbican of Fire, Minor Illusion, Torrent of Fire, Elvish Dagger, Grand Theater, Fireball, Teleportation. And then we have the next one. Enlightenment, Squeeze, Light from the Sky, Heavenly Blessing, One True Command, Humble Request, Laying on Hands, Master of Faith, Divine Intervention, Godly Power, Haste, Prayers, Power Surge. Then we got cards like this. Berserk Rage Summary, Taunt, Bodyguard, Bloodlust, Rage, Headbutt, Speed Bash, Bug Swat, Wild Swing, Rush, Herbal Remedy, Monster Mash, Call for Help, Adrenaline Boost. So again, when we're talking about this, we're looking at the red, right? So the red cards, where we got to it finally, matches up here. So this is the fighting deck for Elazabal, the dwarf. So these would be the powers and the cards that you use for when getting into a fight. So he gets, or they get, I should say, Extra Steam, Rush, Spring Boots, Gasoline, Techno Miracle, Engineering, Grit, Grease, Explosive Device, Wall of Stone, Pullback, Bone Saw, Experimental Device. So if you look on here, when you're moving around the board, it's got to match. You can only use it at certain times, right? This one you could use for all 5. That one you can only use it for this. So let's see if that's on here somewhere. It's not. It's someone else. It's a special. Place a wall token in an empty square in your line of sight. You cannot draw line of sight behind 6 feet, 6 spaces. This token cannot be removed by any means. So again, that's how that works. So that, these go into here. They go back into this deck here. And again, these markers here go onto the up there to let us know what character is doing what during that round. That goes there. Then we have some more wall cards. V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, V7, V8, V10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's an awesome photo. 16. Oh, sorry, 18, 19. Not sure what these cards are used for. There you go. Very similar to the V1s on this one here. See, very similar, small deck like that one. And then we have some more small cards. Not sure what these cards are used for. Again, it says R, so down there. It's almost like a bonus cards for fighting. I'm not sure. Again, this will have to be explained to you in the rulebook. I'm not sure how they're used. So R42, shuffle the deck. And these are, I'll see, in a different language. So there you go. 0 or +2, 70. It goes up to 73. There you go. That's, and all the backs are exactly the same. So there you have it. In there, some of them are promotional cards also. So that goes into here. So that's a lot of cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decks of cards. And you got a big bag of tokens here. You got 4 of these, all different. Front and backs are the same. One of these. Oop. You get a bunch of them that look like this. Front and backs are the same. These might be wound tokens. I'm not sure, to keep track of your wounds. I'm assuming that's what these are for. Not sure 100%, but there you go. Front and backs again are the same. Portcullis, ones that are opened and closed. Chained hands, and just a link chain. Difficult terrain. Looks like a lever. More difficult terrain and impassable terrain. A couple more levers, it looks like. Not sure what that one is. Looks like a witch or a ghost, not sure. Treasure chest. Another treasure chest. Stones. Looks like an opening. Lots and lots and lots of shields. And a feather. And there are all of your tokens. Figures. You get a bunch of guys that look like this, cultists. Big mold line right there. Nice looking figures. Not awesome, but solid. Cool sculpts. So you get a bunch of those guys. You get 5 of those. Get a pretty big demon that looks like this. That's pretty cool overall. I like that a lot. Very cool. Yep, gotta get you. Run out of room here on camera. You've been waiting around for an hour, so. Oh. Matter of fact, you get 6 of those guys. That's one of the extras that they were talking about. There he is again. So you notice some of them have a little scuff on them. That's what they were talking about. But I think you could fill that up. A little bit of scuff on them. Again, you hit the one primer, you won't know the difference. Get some of these that look like big Umbra Hulks, but these are pretty cool. You get 1, 2, a bunch of these. 2, 3, looks like 4 of them. And don't forget, you get those stickers that we put on already. And you also get this scenario sheets come in that cool box. Oh, you get another one of those. So you get 5 of those. You get this guy here. And that's cool. Throw him over there. You get a figure that looks like this. You get a bunch of them. You get 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 8 of those. One, 2, 3 of these, the open mouths, spawning points. Get 3 of those. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these guys that look like this. That's cool. Little creatures here. 5 of them. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these guys. Shooting dart. Again, cool sculpts. Not the best, but definitely cool. Got 5 of those guys. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these guys. And those are cool figures. I think those might be the more cultists right there. But again, it's all explained to you in the rulebook who they are. All right. Oh, you get 9 of those actually. Sorry. You got an extra guy. Throw him in there. And then you got your heroes. Don't remember their names, but you got a bunch of them. There's one. Guy robbing the book. Nice fighter. Saying, I'll lead you to victory. Maybe not. Then you got this guy who says, I got no hand, but I got this knife. I could take out the creature with the knife. Not so sure about that. She's like, I got the hammer. Bring the hammer. Very cool. That's a very cool figure right there. I like that one a lot. And then you have this lady with 2 knives. Very cool. Maybe a hand-to-hand specialist. I think you might need more than that. And then last but not least, you got your dwarf. That's his version of a chainsaw. So, that is everything that's included in this unboxing of, it was a long one, but this concludes the unboxing for Perdition's Mouth, Abyssal Rift Revised Edition, brought to you by Dragon Dawn Productions. It's for 1 to 6 players, takes about 1 to 2 hours to play, has lots of horror themes, it's for ages 12 up, a gritty, ruthless Euro-style co-op dungeon crawl, praised for its replayability and unique gameplay. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below. Also, you could hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date anytime we release any new material to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.